natural beauty, you know. Yeah.
Like when I do art, I'm saying to myself, I just want to do something that looks cool. Right away, catches somebody's attention, and then, wow. And sometimes it makes me laugh. No, like when I was taking art class down here at Cam H, right? I was in a point vision program. It was a very excellent program. One of my teachers from Greenwich Village, and one day, they come up to me, and they were in such a good buddy mood, and they go, Tony, we never saw art with you before. You can't force somebody to do art. You can't force them. It's got to come through me. I've had not writer's block, but artist block. I couldn't even make a painting of something I did like 2.5 weeks ago. Now I couldn't remember, I couldn't do it. I said, what the fuck's going on? Scary, right? My artwork is like on and off. And sometimes what I like about that is I appreciate the sort of concept of letting something go for a while and then catching it later. Like when I do art, I'm totally, like, in a way I say to myself, all this stuff that happens, to me it means one thing, ignore it. I mean, don't get angry, because it means you get in trouble. I'm happy that it happened. I'm so surprised, and I swear to God, before I got the award, I saw that other guy in the paper. He has all these pencil drawings on his wall. He should win, because that's how I feel about it. His artwork is quite fucking cool.
Oh, well, I'm a potter, and I work on a wheel most of the time. I do some hand building. What do I throw? I throw a lot of bowls and a lot of cups. I've always been interested in creating things in art, in color, and shapes, forms, and it just feels good. It gives me a sense of accomplishment when I successfully start something and work through it, and it comes out looking, well, you know, looking like a pot. I'm bipolar, and I have to take medication, and I don't really, I've been taking medication for a long time and I don't like it. For a long time I used drugs and alcohol to combat that feeling, and I don't do that anymore. I just celebrated 16 years clean and sober, so this week. So this is a way of getting a kind of natural high, and getting away from the problems that I have, you know, just day-to-day stuff. And it helps me escape into a different headspace. Oh, I was really happy. Yeah, I was happy because it was a great load off my mind. I've only got so much money on my check to do anything with. It's not very much. As I have my studio bill, they charge me $2 a pound for clay. There's a bill coming this month, and I don't know how much it'll be. It'll probably be a lot.
I've been a visual artist all my life. I went through the famous Ontario College of Art, now known as OCAD, Ontario College of Art and Design. I've been a visual artist since I was a young boy. My mother went through OCA in the 50s, so she passed her talent along to me. Circumstances have found me in the Homes for Society web, and I want to first thank Wanda, bless your soul wherever you are, up in art heaven, because apparently you had a very positive living experience with Homes for Society, and you wanted to pass along something, which you did, and I am the recipient. I've been here for a number of years at the 90 Shooter site. It's been very difficult for me to, at my age, to continue my artwork, but thanks to Rizika, who's my frontline worker here at 90 Shooter, she created a drop-in art class which re-inspired me to rediscover my talent and my artwork. And apparently I was up for an award, and I want to thank specifically Rizika because she recognized me in her class specifically as someone who maybe we should nurture his talent at his old age of 60, rediscover it. And I really want to specifically thank management here for creating the bursary. And I had told them that even if I didn't win, if I wasn't a successful candidate, just the fact that they paid attention to me in my life at this point where I'm going through with all the problems and nonsense, it reinvigorated me to do my art. I've actually been a successful candidate with the bursary, and I plan to use it. It's an amazing gift. It's a real privilege. I want to thank all of you guys, ladies, and thank you so very much. In the very least, I think I'd like to give back to Homes for Society. As you know, I live in a little room here at Naughty Shooter, and the rest of us are so disenfranchised. And I want to give my thanks to my fellow candidates who I read up in our newsletter. In the very least, I can maybe have an exhibition at the end of the year at Christmas. We usually have a dinner, and I can show some of the fruits of my labor from the bursary, and that you could all share in with that. So that's what I'd like to give back to people. So thank you very much.
Homes First provides housing for people who would otherwise be on the street because of addiction and mental health problems. But more than housing, it's a place where people start working on their problems. People like Danica Hussey. She lives at Savard's, one of 16 properties run by Homes First. For years, she drank heavily until one day she picked up a paintbrush in the shelter. The CBC's Mary Weens has her story.
Let me pull it out.
Danica Hussey pulls a painting out of a clear garbage bag. Living in a shelter, there's never enough storage space.
Oh my God, is that bag full of yours?
Yeah, I told you, I have bags and bags, and we're only allowed a 2-bag limit. That's what the city says, but these ladies are so nice to me.
They let you have more than your share.
They let me have more. So they said, Picasso, enough is enough. So
Hussey has a big personality. Flirtatious, provocative. She's used to charming people. Charm that used to be fueled by alcohol, until Hussey began painting. It was after a night of particularly heavy drinking.
I woke up with a serious headache. So I came downstairs, and one of the staffs, the life skill workers here, said, "Oh, we're doing art and come." And I said, "I don't do no dumb art. Like, move from me. Like, my head be pounding, and I need another drink, and I'm shaking, and okay, I'll come do your stupid art." Right? So I came downstairs, and they had all the
3 hours later, Hussey was still painting.
And I had a little bit of the shake still on the thing. I was like, oh my gosh, like, how did you go 3 hours without a drink? I said, okay, you want to go liquor store? Never did. The other girl...
After a few more weeks, Hussey was spending more money at the dollar store on art supplies than she was on alcohol.
The more hours I spent away from drinking, right, instead of picking up something and going to my mouth, it was now going towards a canvas.
Now I paint and do crafts every day. I'm nominated for the Wanda's Arts Award. And I'm starting arts program with different Homes First sites for my fellow residents. I see other girls come back and used to be at Savard's, and they're doing great. And that's what I want to do. To come back and say, here's your next success. Thank you. And turn to the other girls and say, you better be listening to them because one day you'll go somewhere. Everybody's time is different, but it'll come. It'll come. Thank you.
I just... Yeah, she deserves it. I tell you, the extraordinary thing that I discovered when I visited Savard's, Danica took me downstairs into the basement where the painting class happens. And the wall, she didn't show me her paintings. The first thing she showed me was the paintings that all the other women have done. She gets them all down there painting, women who never thought they could paint themselves. She puts on a song, a reggae hit called She's Royal. And everybody boogies to it, a wonderful tune. And you know, I asked Danica what royal means to her, and maybe I'll just get Danica to rap her little speech here. Danica, that wonderful reggae tune, what does that mean to you?
Royal. Everybody's royal. Everybody has a huge purpose in life. You're special. You're wonderful in this world. Every little thing that you do is royal. You don't have to be royalty, but you can be something, and you're special to everybody, and that makes you royal because there's going to be one of you. So I believe royal incorporates everybody out there, and that's just how I feel about that when I hear the song.
Thank you. Another round of applause for Danica.
She's royal, yeah, so royal, and I want her in my life. I never knew anyone so one of a kind, no. The way she moves to her own beat, she has the qualities of a queen. She's a queen. What a natural beauty, no need no makeup.